Okay, well this is my first impression of Latvia, and I've got to say, I like Sweden better. Oh, this is so shit, and I've got my tinted visor on, which doesn't have a pin lock in it, so it's very, very foggy in here at the moment, but that's okay. I've had a look on the maps, and from what I can tell, it's not raining in Riga, it's just raining by the port. That ferry was genuinely awful. Like 9.5 hours, 4 5-metre swells. It was, oh yeah, biblical. Absolutely, yeah. There was no cabins available. When I checked in, I tried to see if I could upgrade to a cabin instead of a seat, but I couldn't. The lady said it was €270 for a cabin, which, I mean, that's 3 nights in a hotel, isn't it? So decided against that. Managed to get my pillow out of my camping set just before we left the port. They let me back down to the bike so I could grab it, because I thought, oh, I'll sleep in the chair, that'll be alright. The chair didn't recline, the chair didn't have power, so my options were either just try and sleep in the chair or do what I did, which was sleep on the floor. So I slept on the floor last night, which wasn't particularly glamorous, I must admit. But there we are, never mind. Yes, I know I've gone the wrong way. I'm very tired. It's been 9.5 hours. I've probably had maybe 4 hours sleep. Maybe that's me being quite generous, I think. I think I'll probably have closer to 3. But there we are. And then off straight into cold rain. And I've got a waterproof jacket on. I haven't got any waterproof bottoms though. I was going to bring some. I've got one of those big Oxfords, like all-in-one suits, but I thought, oh, well, I won't need it. It's July. Where's going to rain bad enough for me to need that? Yeah, here, mate. Here. So there we are. The plan is basically try and get yourself on some flavour of motorway and just head into Riga as quickly as possible, because I think the further east we go, the rain kind of buggers off from what I can tell on the maps, but I don't know what it's doing the next few days. I've got to go down to Poland tomorrow through Lithuania, and I'm not really sure what the score is in Lithuania either. Whether it's raining down there or not, I suppose it could be, couldn't it? Maybe I'll just get wet. Maybe I'll just get wet. That's the fun thing about being on a bike in the rain, is you just get wet. It is what it is. I mean, I've got, Jesus crikey almighty. Yeah, I mean, I've got, my boots on and, waterproof top. My trousers will probably be water resistant to a certain extent. These gloves aren't. But, I'll put my heated seat on, put my heated grips on in a minute. But yeah, this is pretty miserable, I must be honest. This is pretty miserable. And my bag's really unorganised, and I'm going to stop moaning. Shut up, Sam, you're on holiday. Some people have got to go to work, mate. So, anyway, there we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Latvia. I'm sorry the weather's not nicer for you, but, it's not nicer for me either. I'll talk to you all when we're on the road a little bit further down the line. Okay. Bye. This is pretty biblical as far as it gets. This is probably the worst conditions I've ridden in for a little while. Certainly wakes you up though, but I'd be lying if I said I could fucking see anything. Jesus, man. I'm going to need to find somewhere to stop to put on my pin lock visor, because I can't see anything in this one. It's all fogged up in there on the inside. I can just about make out the outline of things. I don't want to put it up because then I get a load of rain inside the helmet. But yeah, man, this is not enjoyable in the slightest. It's the Michelin Man. I'm back. I've had a little sulk. How shit is this? I will say though, God bless the man that invented the pin lock visor, because this has been the distinguishing factor for me not being that annoyed. When you're... Oh, there's a police car. Oh. When it's raining, yes, it is shit, alright? And you get wet. But that's it. You just get wet. I mean, when it's kind of actively raining again now. Is it fun doing this sort of stuff? No. But that's the difference between bikers and fair weather riders. You know, if you never go out on your bike when it's wet or windy, or, you know, if you can take a 300 kilo 1200cc adventure bike and ride it in heavy rain, crosswinds, gravel paths, you know, I've had 3 hours sleep, and you know, I mean, this rain's shit now, this one's taking the piss, but you know, the sleep is the main factor as to why I was feeling so shit. I just stopped off at a petrol station, filled the bike up with fuel. We've got enough fuel now to get us all the way to Riga and then down to Lithuania. Sorry. I've had some caffeine. I've got a nicotine pouch in. You know, it's all right. You know, it's not fun, but it's never going to be fun all the time. That's the whole point. You know, what do they say? You can't have rainbows without a little rain. Some shit like that. But yeah, I will say though, heated seat, heated grips, and a pin lock visor. Hey man, like, your waterproofs are going to be waterproof for a certain amount of time, and then they're going to wet out. It's just going to happen. All of the water runs down the tank into your crotch, so my cock is like a press stud at the moment. And it doesn't help that it's wet and cold as well. It's pretty miserable to be me at the moment, but it could be worse, man. It could be a lot worse. I could be in an office in London staring at spreadsheets and 400 emails, or I'm in fucking Latvia in the pissing rain riding to Riga. The only reason I'm going to Riga, by the way, I'm riding an hour, 2.5 hours out of the way just to get my girlfriend a birthday present. So if that doesn't say I love you, I don't know what does, because I could have just got off the ferry and just absolutely hightailed it into Lithuania, where it's not raining at the moment. But I'm not. There's one thing that I want to get, and Riga is the place to go and get it. So if you're watching this and you ever question, you know, would you love me if I was a slug? I'm riding 2.5 hours in the rain to get you a present, so that's enough of that. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Is that it can't always be good. It's going to be shit sometimes. This is a shit bit. We're going to survive, we'll be okay, and you'll enjoy the good bits even more. I'll look back when I'm down in Croatia and Bosnia riding all those mountain country roads in 35-degree heat, and I'll still be moaning it's too hot, and I'll be going, fucking hell, I could really do with some rain. So, but honestly, Latvia's beautiful. It's very flat, and the roads are quite straight, but I did put it on just the fast way to get there. Anyway, that's enough from me. I'll see you a bit later on, okay? Bye! Lovely. A lot nicer than Stockholm. People are a lot friendlier. Just had a chat with a guy about he's a German guy, He's got a, I can't remember what he said, he's got a Honda NC 750, I think he said. And he's going, oh, you know, I want to go and do some big trips, but he said he hadn't got the courage. I said, of course you have, mate. Everyone's got the courage. You just got to start. Starting's the hardest bit. Once you start, everything else is easy. Anyway, really nice here though. People are friendly. Everything seems to be all in order. Anyway, I'm nearly at this shop now, as you can tell. So I'm going to stick the bike right outside and nip in that way. Lovely day. Okay, so that was Riga. What a charming, charming, charming place Riga is, by the way. Oh God, how the fuck am I going to get out of this then? I've got to turn left at those lights, that's the problem. Thank you, mate. Oh, what a nice chap he was. Oh, anyway, there we go. Okay. So we've got 3.25 hours until we get to Kaunas, I think, in Lithuania. The reason I came here was a success. We've got a birthday present. I hope she likes it. The lady in the shop did a very good job at selling it to me, is all I'll say. But yeah, anyway, so Lithuania, and then tomorrow, because the shop I wanted to go to in Lithuania closes at 4, so I'm not going to get there in time, but we're staying in another Best Western in Kaunas. Sorry, my brain said a complete mind blank there. Okay, so we've got 3.75 hours until we get to Kaunas. I think that's how you pronounce it in Lithuania. Riga's lovely. Really, really, really nice place. Everyone's super friendly. Like, left the bike with all the gear on it and stuff. Didn't feel unsafe at all. Yeah, super, super nice. The lady in the shop helped me out, so we have successfully got a birthday present for my other half. My better half. And yeah, there's that. Time to get out of the town and get on the road next stop Lithuania. I don't know about anyone else if you do on like long bike trips and stuff, but there's something about like when you stop, you almost get a little bit itchy to get back on the bike. Like I was just stopped off, had some food, had a little around, and I was just getting a little bit fidgety, like I wanted to get back on the bike, which is silly really, because I've got 4 weeks left to spend on the bike, but yeah, there was something about it. Just wanted to get back on. But anyway, yeah, so get to their hotel about 4:30. Apparently there is a car park around the back of the hotel, which is kind of what I was looking for. I didn't really want to leave the bike completely unattended on a street. It's the only problem with staying in big towns, I suppose, isn't it, is you do have to kind of get comfortable with just leaving your bike. Underground parking is at a bit of a premium in some of these places, and I don't want to spend loads of money on hotels because I'd spend a fair chunk on that birthday present, so that kind of ate into my hotel budget tonight. But after the awful night's sleep I had on that boat, I just kind of thought, fuck it, I want to stay in like a nice hotel room, king size bed, and free breakfast as well, which is a bonus. So next stop, Lithuania, Riga. It's been a pleasure. You have been absolutely lovely, and I would 100% recommend coming to Riga. Yeah, I'll definitely be coming back, just not on the bike. I'll come back on foot and do some exploring. There's loads of good restaurants here as well. The burger place I went to, I think it was called Boo Burgers. Yeah, unbelievable burger. So yeah, anyway, there we go. There's Riga. Nice little statue there. Probably not allowed to park the bike up next to it and take a picture. But yeah, I'll see you on the road. Okay, we have fueled up and we are back in the Michelin Man suit. I think we might be about to get wet. Just based on... Holy shit! Okay. That was either a really, really bright speed camera or that was lightning. One of the two. But either way, what looks like I'm about to ride into is a big old rainstorm, which will be one hell of a way to end this day. I mean, we were wet and then we were dry, and I don't know whether we're about to get wet again or not, but yeah, who knows? Maybe that was lightning. Maybe it was a speed camera. We can only hope it was a speed camera. Anyway, well, based on the fact that my visor's now getting wet, I'm going to guess it was lightning. So, wish me luck, boys and girls. We've got an hour and 45 till we get to the hotel, and we may be getting there slightly soggy. Although ahead of me there is really clear blue skies. It's just really overcast that I'm kind of going under it. And I was looking at it thinking, like, if we can thread the needle through this rainstorm, that would be unbelievable. But here comes the rain, so we might just be able to nip out the other side of it before it gets too bad, because over there you can see it is just absolutely tiddling it down. So who knows? Anyway, wish me luck. Oh, big old crosswind as well. Crikey. Maybe I should have stayed in that petrol station a bit longer. Anyway, hopefully we can get out of it. I'm sure you'll find out either way, because I do tend to throw a bit of a strop when I get wet. Oh Christ, here we go. Right, no, okay, right, this is fucked. I'm about to throw a strop. Oh, for goodness sake. I just tried out as well. Oh well, we might be able to get out the other side of it. Who knows? Catch you in a bit. I wish you could have seen what I just saw. Massive, massive bolts of lightning coming down over there. And we appear to be heading for that bit of blue sky that you can just see there. But over that side it is absolutely bucketing down. I mean, great big fork of lightning straight down, and then a great bit of bang afterwards. God blimey. I've ridden in thunderstorms before. I don't like it. I don't mind rain. Rain's alright with me. But thunderstorms, something about it freaks me out. I mean, I know I'm not really a target, I don't think. Cars are a lot bigger than me, but there's always that fear in there. You're going to get struck by lightning. Anyway, the bit I'm heading towards now, that's blue skies. But I'm glad I put this on, even if it was just for 3 minutes of rain. God, that made me jump out here. That woke me up. That definitely woke me up. Anyway, let's keep on trucking, shall we, boys and girls? See you in a bit. Just been passed by this Dutch guy who's on one of those, I don't know, like a 300 or 400cc moped. And his luggage is 2 bags with shitloads of bungee cords around them. Fair play to him. Fair play to him, man. This is what I mean when people say, oh, you know, I'd love to have a big 1200cc touring bike with cruise control and heated seat and heated grips and whatever. You don't need it. Look at him on this little Honda Ped. Probably like it's probably comfy, to be fair. Arguably, you might argue it's comfier than this. I mean, what, I've been riding for nearly, I would say, 8 hours today. 7 hours probably, 7 hours of riding. Be 8 by the time we finish. And I would argue he's probably comfier than I am. My bum's quite sore at the moment. But I will say it's because we got absolutely soaking wet this morning. And then you've had wet clothes that have kind of dried like on you. So yeah, I'm going to have a nice hot shower when I get there. But anyway, that wasn't my point. Look at that. That's pretty cool, I think. Anyway, we appear to have missed it. That really big rainstorm. We got rained on a little bit by that guy there. But the big one appears to have buggered off that way. So when as I was coming up to those 2 clouds, I could see them in the distance, 2 great big rain clouds, and I kept on saying to myself, thread the needle, thread the needle, thread the needle, just try to get through the 2 of them. I mean, obviously I have no control over which way the sat nav takes me, But in my mind, I was like, right, come on, I'm going to thread the needle now. Just get straight in between these two clouds. And that's exactly what happened. So sometimes luck is on your side. Lady Luck was on my side this afternoon. Maybe it was a bit of a make-up gift for what she did to me this morning. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see you in a bit. Well, that was one hell of a day's ride. Parked up now in the hotel. It's nice, they've got like, got to come through that gate, secure parking. Got some other bikes here as well. What we got? 2 GS's from Poland and a Harley from, where's the Harley from? Oh, from France. Oh, cool. And then little old me and Indy from the UK. So yeah, I feel pretty comfortable leaving all this stuff on. There's not really anything in that. Yeah, we're wearing down the tread nicely on the tyres. She's a wee bit, I don't know if she's just soft or hot, but I mean, look at all that gunk under there though. From all the rain and crap. But I'm kind of in two minds whether to give her a wash or whether just to leave it. I think I might leave it. It looks quite cool. But yeah, anyway, time at the moment, I think it's best part of 5 o'clock. Only got 3-4 hours sleep last night, so something tells me it's going to be an early one. Go in, maybe grab a beer at the bar, and then yeah, retire up to the room, I think be the best option. And then tomorrow, we're heading to Poland. Presumably that's where these guys have just come from. But yeah, let's go and check into the room now. But yeah, that was a long day of riding. Okay, limited space at the bar, but 2 beers for £5 or €5, even fucking less, like £4.20, whatever. When we were in when we were in Norway, sorry, I don't know if I mentioned this, we bought a 10 case of like 330ml beers, so like Coca-Cola size cans, and it was like €35 for 10. You get 2 of these for a £5. Fucking God bless Eastern Europe. Not even Eastern Europe, God bless the Baltics. Whatever. I'm very, very tired. I've just finished editing yesterday's video, about to do today's one. When I was on the ferry, I forgot to bring up my little dongle thing, wherever it is. So I couldn't put the SD card into the iPad to actually like edit the video while I was there, because that was what I was going to do. So I ended up just like watching loads of shit on my phone. Anyway, yeah, didn't really get a huge amount of sleep on the ferry, so going to call it early. I didn't realise as well that Lithuania, Latvia and stuff, they're 2 hours ahead of the UK, not 1 hour ahead. So technically my body only thinks it's 7. It is currently 8 or 20 past 8. But I'm just knackered. Like, I had 2 beers, I've had some food, I think I'm just going to go to bed. Yeah, fair enough. What we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to try and head to, let me bring it up, this campsite, which is, where's that? That one there. So like, it's like just to the east of Warsaw. We're going to do that. It's a wild camping spot, but apparently it's like quite well established. Like lots of people camp there, so it's kind of like an impromptu campsite. Only reason being, I've been spending quite a bit of money on hotels lately, just because, like, when you've done a really long ride on the bike, you just can't be fucked and you just want a bed to sleep in. And in, like, Eastern Europe, hotels are really cheap. Like, a campsite will cost you €35, but you can get a hotel for 50 that includes breakfast. So you're like, why would I actually do hotels? But I'm a little bit like, well, I bought the camping stuff with me, so I feel like I kind of owe it to myself to try to camp a little bit more. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. And try and camp, provided the weather's okay, because if the ground's wet, you best believe I ain't fucking camping. But from what I can tell, it hasn't been raining in Poland the last couple of days. It's just been like in Latvia and Lithuania. Anyway, this is the hotel room. pretty standard hotel room, really. Done the classic, like, washed all of my socks and stuff in the sink, and then I've just hung them out to dry overnight. So they'll be nice and fresh for tomorrow. Yeah, boots are currently chilling outside on the balcony. I've got a balcony, by the way, which is pretty cool. So yeah, and breakfast is included. So I will see you tomorrow morning when we're getting on the bike and heading out of Lithuania and into Poland. See you tomorrow.